Welcome to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews, and this is something that I have been after for about 4 months now. The shop that I bought my 3-inch J-frame from back before Christmas, when I went in there and bought that J-frame, the guy had this gun out back. He had taken it in on trade and he had not processed it for sale yet. So I'd been watching their website for, about 4 months now. Well, lo and behold, about 2 weeks ago, this thing popped up on his website for sale for a pretty reasonable price. And I figured, since I've been waiting for it for so long, I might as well go pick it up. So I went in there today and I got it. So let's talk about it. While this looks very similar to a J-frame, this is actually a Taurus Model 85 Classic. I believe this was manufactured in the 1980s, although I really have not found much information on it at all. You can see right here on the frame, it says 85. It's not the clearest to make out, but it's stamped in the frame. This is basically a copy of a Smith and Wesson J-frame for the most part. The frame, the whole back section of the frame and everything, how it works with the transfer bar safety and the firing pin mounted in the frame, is very similar to a modern J-frame, but this one has kind of a 3/4 lug underneath the barrel, and it has a more graduated ramp sight than a modern J-frame would have. This is not a modern Taurus Model 85. The modern ones usually are like kind of a black nitrided finish or some other semi-gloss black finish. This is actually a nice deep blue. This particular gun is in about 95%, if not a little bit better shape. The only issue I've seen with it is a little bit of wear on the front of the barrel, and it's more like a bluing issue rather than wear. If you pop this thing open and I look in the frame, up here where normally you'll see a ring from the rounds firing, there's very little indentation or discoloration on the bluing in this particular gun. The cylinder ring on this is very, very minor. So I believe this gun has barely been shot at all. Has very nice target wood grips on it. The action is very smooth. It is clear. Single action, double action, just like a J-frame. Very, very smooth action. It's probably not quite as smooth as an actual J-frame. It's a little bit more chunky than that, but very good trigger pull. Single action and double action is great on this. The finish is very nice. It is a 38 special. From what I've read, you can shoot plus P ammo through these. They're not technically rated for it, but they will stand up to a little bit of plus P ammunition. I've taken this grip off, and underneath it, it looks just like a round butt J-frame. So I may try a J-frame grip on it just to see if it fits for my own morbid curiosity. Pretty happy with this thing. Can't wait to take it out and shoot it. Again, it was just one of those right place at the right time type deals. Like I said, I'd been looking at this for about 4.5 months now, since the middle of December. And Taurus guns in my state are not readily available, so they have to be transferred in before a certain year. I think before 94 they would have had to been purchased in this state for them to be legal to buy. So I'm pretty sure this one is from the 1980s, and it's in very, very good shape. So I don't know if this specific one was actually made on Smith and Wesson tooling. I know the older model Rossies and the older model Taurus revolvers were actually made on Smith and Wesson tooling in Brazil. There was actually a Rossi at this shop as well that I was looking at, but that one ended up selling last week, so I went with this one instead. It was a little bit more expensive than the Rossi was, but I think this is probably a much better quality gun. So I don't know if this one was made on Smith and Wesson tooling. I've been trying to find some really good definitive history on these older Taurus revolvers. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a whole lot out there. Just some websites that say, yes, they could have been made on Smith and Wesson tooling. There was a certain year period, late 70s, early 80s, when they switched over to Taurus-only tooling. This one may be a Taurus-only. Specifically, the reason I think that is because of this underlug on the barrel. I've never seen that on a Smith & Wesson J-frame. Most of them just have a little tiny stub down here underneath the frame. I think even the 357 models don't have this 3/4 lug under the frame. So I believe this may be a wholesale Taurus design made in the 80s. And like I said, I believe this is called a Model 85 Classic. And it's just a gorgeous gun. This boot grip, or this target grip, whatever's on here, fits phenomenally well in the hand. Wraps around most of the back strap of the gun, or I should say the bottom of it, but the back strap is left open, so it fits good in your fingers, and it just feels phenomenal to shoot. Can't wait to take it out to the range. It's just another one of those unique guns to add to my collection. Kind of like the Charter Arms undercovers that I have. This is kind of falling in that same category, more of a budget-minded 38 special revolver, but I can tell you this is made much better than the Charter Arms revolvers, and it does have the same shaped trigger guard as the Smith and Wesson J frames, so this should be very comfortable to shoot. So that's just a little short video on the Taurus Model 85 Classic 38 special revolver. Can't wait to get this thing out to the range and shoot it. It is a beautiful piece of history, and I'm hoping it shoots as good as it looks. I really think the quality on this is very high. So thanks for watching Cranky Gun Reviews. God bless America. Make sure you support your two-way rights. Get out there and shoot, and just have a great time. See ya.